What do the Raptors need for next year? What do you think is going to happen?
Well, the first thing they need to do is don't ever let DeRozan's um, daughter get into the facility next time, because
Oh,
we missed 18 free throws, and every time she's like, ah, she's screaming, and they're missing.
And boom goes the dynamite.
welcome everyone to another exciting episode of Tea Time with Tommy. And we have a special guest. First special guest on Tea Time with Tommy, outside of pro wrestling, of course, is the one and only. He's on for the third time. Thank you, Coach Ro Russell. Thank you.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you for coming 3 times, Coach?
I
Amazing.
know.
It's an honor.
Yeah.
It's an honor. Thank you. Thank you.
Definitely.
So since we had our last interview with your fellow student, Roma Dean, big news. First question right off the top. You are coming out of retirement to coach Uchenna Academy in Toronto, Canada. Please tell us what's going on.
Yeah, I still had the bug, and I was comfortable being retired from coaching, high school / prep, and I was consulting, and while consulting, I was, seeing all the operations and the teams and everything go on, and the exposure and the coaches not really coming up, and kids weren't getting signed, and new prep schools were coming up and they weren't doing it the right way and all that stuff. So one of my clients, Uchenna Academy, they were just talking one day and they're like, Coach, why don't you just come to Uchenna and just build it like you build Crestwood? We know you have the blueprint. And I said, if you guys give me this, and this, no, thinking in my mind that they would never do it. So I gave them far-fetched numbers and terms, and they said, done, we'll do it. So I said, you'll do it? And they said, yes. They said, okay, I'll come back. So it was a spontaneous thing. I had that, life left in me, and I had that bug and that, that earning to, really build something great again. So I'm back. I said in my Instagram, I'm back like MJ, baby.
Like MJ, I'm back. Oh, I just want to say major congratulations, Coach Ro. No one deserves more to coach coach the best prep high school, whatever Canadian teams out there in Toronto, Canada, than you. You are a legend, pioneer for Canadian basketball. So congratulations again, Coach
Thank
Ro.
you.
Looking forward to seeing how you do with Uchenna Academy. I'm sure you guys are going to win a championship every year.
That's the plan. That's the plan. We got to build it. There's some ways to go, and it's good that I'm starting from now to get it going by the fall. So we got to recruit all over the world, all over Canada, the U.S., and start developing these kids and just get them ready for next year, and just get the schedule going and make different things. So we're gonna build it. We're gonna build it just like I did at Crestwood and other places, and go from there. So I'm excited to work and and do it once again.
Oh man, looking forward to coach role. Congrats again. No other better coach out there in the world than you to take the realms out of Uchenna Academy. Congrats again. So also the next question is, I think you should coach the Raptors because I don't know what happened to them. It's like a total meltdown against Chicago Bulls. Had an 18, 19-point lead in the second quarter. What happened, Coach Ro? What do the Raptors need for next year? What do you think is going to happen?
Well, the first thing they need to do is don't ever let DeRozan's daughter get into the facility next time, because we missed 18 free throws, and every time she's like, ah, she's screaming, and they're missing. So they got to go into form shooting class and get a shot doctor, and hit some free throws, because it was a matter of just hit 5 free throws. If you miss 18, this hit 5 out of 18 and you win the game. You know what I mean? They missed way too many free throws because the daughter was screaming her lungs off. So, but seriously, I think defense in the stretch, when they built up that 19-point lead, and those Chicago was making a run, they gotta get stops. You gotta get stops. Like, they gotta go. Like, they should trade in that game like that. They should trade Fred for a bigger guard, because they're just having their hands with him on when he was on defense, offensive rebounds, get to the basket, getting fouled, just shooting over him. They had their way with him. The coach has to like make adjustments every play. Sure, he could shoot it. He's a veteran, all that. So fine. On offense, okay. But on defense, you got to make a play. You got to make a switch. You got to make a adjustment there. So I just felt that that the defense obviously was a big issue there, because they made him crawl right back into it to be able to lose the game. They played well, but defensively, not good at all.
Yeah, I honestly think that the best thing to do is hire you as the new head coach of the Toronto Raptors.
Hire me as the defensive coach.
Oh, no, head coach. Hires a head coach and get all the great grassroots legendary players on one team. Get Corey Joseph, get Tristan on there, get Andrew Wiggins, get everybody on there. Top Jamal Murray, bring them all in.
Dwight Powell. Dylan
get Elijah.
Elijah, grandfather him into the NBA.
Elijah's dad can work with you in the coaching staff. I mean, just bring grassroots back. Get everyone. Get Nem Stankovic in there.
Get them in there. Sign them on a 10-day. Sign them on a 10-day.
Get Nora. Nora plays ball. Nora Stankovic, the sister.
She's great in the front office. Like, she makes all the moves. Yeah. She makes all the moves.
Office. Yeah, she would know what to do. She would know how to make the moves. But all seriousness, great points, Coach Ro. I think it's an uphill batter. I think Fred VanVleet, he's probably going to be gone free agency. I believe that the Pascal Siakam will be traded. And I think the only players from the core that's going to stay is OG and Scotty. I think Gary Trent Jr. is going to be let go as well. Yeah. So it's going to be interesting what Masai does. But one thing, Masai we trust, right, Coach Rose? So
yes, yeah, he's proven. He's made great trades and signings in the past. So he's got to do it again. So all eyes on him right now. To make it better, because that performance, oh my gosh.
I'm still crying over it, Coach Ro.
Yeah, I'm still shaking my head. I'm still doing this.
But no, hey, buddy, Masai, come on, sign this man here, the legend right here, Coach Ro. I'm going on a campaign for you, Coach Ro, the new head coach of the Toronto Raptors. Here, the next question is: so yes, you were at the Final Four, men's and women's. Got to see Caitlin Clark. They say that she's like the female version of Steph Curry, LSU, everything. Tell us about the experience, Coach Ro, going to the Final Four for men's and women's.
Well, it was my 23rd Final Four for the men's, and my second Final Four for the women's. So this is one of the years that it was in the same state. So the men's was in Houston, and the women's were in Dallas, which is like maybe 3 hours away. So while I was down there, then we drove all the way down to Dallas and spent some time there, and then drove back. So it was great seeing the women's game, how it's improved and elevated now, where girls are dunking and it's exciting. And now Caitlin Clark, and she was hitting some big shots from deep. You know what I mean? And it's like Steph Curry and Damian Lillard together, the way she was shooting the shots off the dribble from deep and everything. So, I was saying to people, you got to double team her. Don't even give her a chance to do that. Double team her, get the ball out of her hands, and then deny her, because you can't just, hope for the best that you put your hand up and stop her. she's shooting the other, other from the outside the 3-point line, the NBA 3-point line. So you're not going to stop her. But it was really enjoyable. It was exciting, and even the guys, all the upsets that was going in March Madness, and then leading up to the Final Four. I kind of did know that UConn was going to win because they had the size, they had the guards, they had the shooters, they had the playmakers, they had the toughness on defense, and then obviously Hurley, that pedigree, the Hurley family, and their coaching ability and how much years they've been doing it. They make adjustments. It's all about making adjustments. Sure, you can have this one, but I'm going to adjust so you won't have the next one. And so I knew that UConn was going to win. And, if I was a betting man, I would have bet, but I'm not. So I didn't, I don't do that. But it was really fun being there in the atmosphere and meeting friends and networking, the whole nine.
Oh, man, I'm glad you had a great time, Coach Rowe. I hope you can bring me along next time.
Yeah, that would be you bring the Nem and his camera crew with us, and we go to the Final Four, and
I could do some interviews.
Yeah,
exactly. We could be co-interviewers, Coach Rowe. I can do an interview. You can do an interview.
Yeah. It was really good. It was really good. It was really fun to see that over all these years. I have that status still because all the head coaches and assistant coaches all knew me for 30 years. They still, hey, Ro Russell, this and that, and they still know who I am. So it was good to see that all the work I put, by the grace of God, that I was able to still have that connection and that familiarity with those college coaches. So it was good.
Absolutely. Thank you for sharing with us, Coach Rowe. And so happy you had a great time at the Final Four, men's and women's. Going to the next question, sorry, I hope it doesn't drive you nuts. You probably ask this everywhere you go. Probably one of your best proteges. I gotta ask you this question. Elijah Fisher. I watched the North documentary. Man, it was the best documentary. You and Elijah were in it. The parents were in it. Oh, I can't stop watching that documentary and that episode with you and Elijah in the North documentary. Please check it out, guys. The North. It's amazing basketball documentary about Canada basketball and about this great legendary man right here. Gotta ask you, Coach. Elijah Fisher. He's in Texas Tech right now. Could be one of your best students of the game that you coached. What is the ceiling? Watching him now, what is the ceiling for Elijah Fisher right now?
Yes, the performances that he had this year, and the opportunities that he didn't get, you might question and say, how really good is Elijah Fisher? Because he didn't play as much, he didn't have great performances, but it's still there. In a matter of a year, with that opportunity, the style of play, increased confidence, opportunity, he'll get right back into it. So his ceiling is very high because he's aggressive, he's physical, he's tough. So it's a matter of time of getting that right situation where the head coach believes in him, gives him the ball to go do his thing, and away he goes. So I feel that he'll still get to the NBA and still be able to do his thing. It's just a matter of going to a place where it fits and the opportunity is given. So that's what we're working on now to make sure, he does get that.
Absolutely. In the documentary, I remember the podcast you were with Nora and them, Legends podcast. You guys were talking about the documentary of the North, and what was he, 12 years old at that time? That documentary was filmed. Guys doing windmill two-handed dunks at age 12. So he is something special. I agree with you, Coach Rowe. He will definitely make the NBA. And then when he does, he'll be the head coach of the Raptors. And he'll play for the Raptors. I'm calling right now.
I wish that I love to. I always have my moments where I say to myself, I was coaching here in Toronto before the Raptors, and I've been doing it so long. So I was saying that, I do reminisce sometimes and say it would be great to, coach the Raptors one day, be on the staff and help to, grow that program and try to win another championship, because, I having known all the players most likely coached against all the players in the NBA or most of them. I kind of know who the best guys, the ones that are predicted to be the better than others, and what the quality they bring to the table and all that stuff. So it's something that I'd love to do. So in the meantime, I'll do it at Uchenna Academy and build these young kids up and make some more pros. We'll go from there. I'm recruiting kids from all over Canada, the U.S., Africa, Caribbean, Europe, all over. So I'm out there searching for the next pro out there.
Hey, I can't wait. And you know what? I'm going to call it. Yep, you're going to be a coach, and Elijah will be the star player.
Okay.
So, absolutely. Go ahead, coach. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll definitely do that. I really believe in Elijah and his abilities and potential in his future. So other people don't see it yet because he didn't have a great year, but it's just one not so great year, but great years are on the horizon. So it's all good.
Absolutely, coach. So again, going to the next question. So being the founder of Grassroots, the godfather, Grassroots Elite Canada, the godfather of Canadian basketball, being the legend you are, I have to ask you about the landscape now of how Canadian high school basketball is changing. Now it's more not high school Canadian basketball, but more into the prep academies now. What do you think about that evolution going on right now? Is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing?
Yeah, well, basically, I seen this coming about 20 plus years ago, and I actually started my own prep school back then. It was called TAPS Academy, and we did online courses, and it's more concentrated and just for the team, and it's more concentrated and specific, and it was very helpful. And the kids did online courses, but that was like 10 years before they started doing that on a more wider range, so people weren't used to all that. But now everywhere you see it, that's what they're doing. They're doing concentrated academies. They're doing online courses. They're doing smaller venues, smaller class size, everything. So I knew that was going to happen, and you see it happening now. And it's good for the game because a lot of programs, a lot of schools, some guys play basketball, some guys take it seriously, but other people don't. They have their life to live. They're doing other things. The teachers don't really see it. You need those experts and those veteran coaches to help develop and prepare these young men, and really good teachers to get them good grades and help them with their classes. So I like the fact that it's more concentrated, and it works in Europe, and now it's going to work in Canada.
Absolutely, and we all have you to thank for that. So
hey, I thank God for giving me that mindset to think outside the box.
Absolutely.
So
God first,
God first, not that I'm just a messenger, you know what I'm saying?
Man, I wish you could have coached me. I always dreamed of being a basketball player, Coach Ross. Since the day you met me, I told you, right? But I was just too short, uncoordinated, and not good.
I'd love to do a project where we get some shorts and a t-shirt on and get up and down and show you how to shoot at that level and get you in some charity celebrity games and just show them that you could ball. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, my friend Tommy the sequel, right, Coach? Getting them Stankovic on that. But before we go, Coach, one last question. I think I already asked you this during our first interview on Tea Time with Tommy. But the legacy, what type of legacy would you like to leave in regards to Canadian basketball when it's all said and done? What type of legacy would you like to leave?
Well, the legacy I like to leave is like, I'm a guy that thinks outside the box. I never conform with everyone else. I'm finding out a better way, a different way, a more effective way. And I'd like to be known as someone that believed in God, always looked outside the box and cared about people, and try to help people to fulfill their dreams and their goals. So that would probably be my legacy.
Awesome. Well, hey, Coach, Ro, you've already made a legacy as it is. So you are the godfather of Canadian basketball. Thank you so much for joining us, and let's definitely do this again for the 4th time.
Thank you. Appreciate to be here. It's always fun the third time, and you know, it's always fun. I watched your documentary that you were in. It was great. Loved it, and definitely want to wait till the next one comes out. Waiting patiently for that, and you know, great job what you're doing out there, and keep working and keep making it big.
Thank you so much, Coach Tro, and it was an honor to have you on again. Let's do it again for a 4th episode together. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a legendary Godfather Canadian basketball coach, Ro Russell, Tommy Lee, Tea Time with Tommy, signing out.
Thank you.
All right, so if you guys could just give us a like and subscribe, otherwise Tommy's going to be really upset and we don't want this, so just make sure to hit that button below.